Hey everyone, welcome back to Third Academy. My name is Carly and I'm here today to talk to you about what is the ERC-20 token standard. In 2015, smart contracts were being developed on the Ethereum blockchain, which was really exciting because at the time we had fungible tokens like Bitcoin, but we weren't really able to do a lot of the things that we talk about with NFTs and authentication until the Ethereum blockchain came out with smart contracts. So they were being developed and it was relatively easy for anybody to make a token. So there really needed to be a way for all of the tokens to be used and exchanged. And this sparked the need for a standardized methodology that each creator of each token could use. This meant that following a standard would allow these tokens to be converted between apps and wallets that were being developed at the time. The standardized method for smart contracts on Ethereum was proposed by a developer, Fabian Vogelsteller, and they were working on the issue back in 2015. The proposal was submitted through GitHub on the Ethereum's GitHub page, and it was Ethereum request for a comment. So what happens is developers would post, and then a lot of people would weigh in on the subject, and it would become iterated over time and continue to develop until it hit that standard. So it was Ethereum request for a comment, where a lot of people could weigh in and share how they could make it better. And then of course, as it became more solidified as the standard, that's when it was really coined as the ERC-20 standard. So it was the 20th comment, and that's why we see it. So ERC stands for Ethereum request for comment, and the 20 is because it was the 20th comment. Fabian's proposal was approved in 2017, and it was titled Ethereum Improvement Proposal 20, but because during the time from 2015 till 2017, a lot of people just refer to it as ERC-20, that name stuck and we still call it that today. So since its approval, now smart contract tokens on the Ethereum blockchain must adhere to the ERC-20 standard if developers want them to be interchangeable. So when you are creating a token, what you're essentially doing is you're writing code, and code uses functions, and these are some of the functions needed to be ERC-20 compliant. So you must have a total supply, which is the total number of tokens that will ever be issued. You have to have a balance of the account balance of a token owner's account. Transfer, which automatically executes transfers of a specific number of tokens to a specified address for transactions using the token. You have to have a transfer from function, which automatically executes transfers of a specified number of tokens from a specified address. You have to have an approve function, which allows a spender to withdraw a set number of tokens from a specified account up to a specific amount. And you have to have an allowance function, which returns a set number of tokens from a spender to the owner. Then we have events, which must be included. So we have to have transfer and approval, which is a log of an approved event. And then we have optional functions, which a developer can include should they want to, which would be the token's name, its symbol, and decimal points to use. So here we are on Ethereum Improvement Proposals, and you can go here. It is eips.ethereum.org, and it really allows you to see a lot of the proposals, proposal types, statuses, and what contributes a proposal. If you go further, you can go here to the Ethereum token standard ERC-20, and it really shows you everything that is needed in order to be an ERC-20. And it shows you who authored this token standard. So it was Fabian and Vitalik Buterin, both here. And it was created in 2015 in November. And so we have the abstract. It's basically the following standard allows for the implementation of a standard API for tokens within smart contracts. This standard provides basic functionality to transfer tokens as well as allow tokens to be approved so they can be spent by another on-chain third party. So it kind of shows you the methods and what you actually need. It shows the symbol, decimals, and then we see here a lot of the functions that we were talking about before: total supply, balance of, transfer, transfer from, approve, allowance, and then we have our events here: transfer and approval, and then implementation. So if you wanted to read more about the history, we have history links related to this standard, the original proposal from Vitalik Buterin, as well as Reddit discussions. So this is the GitHub history, the proposal history, as you would find it if you go to that link. So I will put the link in the description of the video as well in case you wanted to check it out for yourself. And the last thing for today is really the list of ERC-20 tokens, because now that ERC-20 is the standard for creating tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, there are a lot of different ERC-20 tokens. So if you go to, you could type into Google even ERC-20 token list, you'll start to see numerous lists of them and what they look like. So there's Balancer Boosted by Aave. We have JPEX, Tether, which a lot of people probably know, Tether, USD coin. What else do we have here? Chainlink, Massive Protocol, Uniswap, Wrapped Bitcoin. So there's so many of them if you wanted to take a look for yourself. Axie Infinity, Immutable X, Terracoin. And it'll kind of give you a feel of like all of the different tokens that are currently being created and have been created. Now it gives you a look at what is ERC-20. Now you kind of know the history. Back in 2015, it was proposed as Ethereum request for a comment number 20. It got iterated and over time became the token standard. And now every developer that wants to create a token on Ethereum has to follow these kind of guidelines in order to create their token, to make sure that it is interchangeable with wallets and apps. So kind of exciting, kind of really interesting. I find it interesting, at least. Hopefully you did as well. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another Monday mini tutorial, and I will see you again next Monday.